Hello everyone, welcome back. So without any delay, let's start the video. So it is a direct transfer method. In this we just inject our DNA inside the cell. Just simple as that, we take DNA into a syringe and inject that DNA to the cell. This technique is generally used for the cells which are large in size, like for example oocytes. So this is generally used for oocytes. So in this, the DNA is directly injected into tissue or muscle or any internal organ. So that DNA, when it is injected directly into the cell, so that DNA, it is, you can say, injected at the right place where you want to inject it. So advantages of this microinjection, that frequency of stable integration is far better as compared to other method. Means in this, the DNA which we integrate or which we transfer, that is stable or that is stably integrated, because we are just directly microinjecting our DNA into the cell. So this method is far better as compared to other methods in comparison of the stable integration. Next, it is effective in transforming primary cells as well as established culture. Means this method is very effective if we want to transform our primary cell by the introduction of external genes. And the DNA injected in this process, it is subjected to less extensive modification. Means the DNA which we are injected by using this process, then that DNA do not suffer from more modification. Means there is very less modification in the DNA, and there is a very precise integration. Means the position where we want to inject our DNA, we can inject our DNA by using this micro injection technique. So these are some advantages of this technique. This technique also have some disadvantages, like first of all, it is costly technique because you have to pay very much to use this technique. Second, the skilled person is required, because you can say that person who is very skilled in using this technique, that is required to carry out the transfection if you want to use microinjection as a method of choice. And it is generally more useful for animal cells. Means if you want to use it for the plant cells, then it cannot be used more efficiently, because the plant cells, they have cell wall. So in that case, microinjection doesn't work properly, but it is useful for animal cells. And in that case, generally the embryonic cells, they are preferred for the manipulation, because if you want to microinject DNA, then as compared to adult cell, you have to prefer the embryonic cells. And this is method, you can say this method is generally useful for protoplast, and it is not for the cells that have the cell wall, which I just told you that it is more useful for the animal cell because they do not have cell walls. So these are the some limitation of this technique, that is micro injection. So that's all for today guys. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.